Hello, it's Miss Burdick. Right now we will be discussing the parts of the cello. So this is the cello. Now starting at the top, we have the scroll. That's this kind of circly thing right here. We have the pegs. Now there are 4 pegs on all of the string instrument. The pegs push into the peg box, which is this part right here. Now if you look really closely, we have a little piece of wood that kind of sticks up right here. We call this tiny piece of wood the nut of the cello. Now we have this section right here. This is called the neck because it connects the body and the upper part. The black part that goes from here all the way down to here, this is called the fingerboard of the cello. And we call it the fingerboard because you can play all the way to the end of the fingerboard. Now we have the upper bow, the C bow, and the lower bow of the cello. That's the sides. The front of the cello is the side with the bridge. The back of the cello is the side with nothing on it. The front of the cello is the most delicate. We must keep it safe at all costs. Now at the front of the cello we have the bridge. That's this wooden part that sticks up. We have the F holes right here. We have the tailpiece, and sticking into the tailpiece right there, so right here, these are called the fine tuners, and they help us tune our instrument in little tiny increments. Now at the very bottom of the cello, right here, we have the end pin, and you would untwist this and pull out the end pin as far as you need. So we can look at these things from the side. We have the neck right here, this black part that goes from the top all the way down here. That's the fingerboard. We have the strings, of course. We have the top of the cello, the bottom of the cello, upper bow, C bow, lower bow. We have the bridge right here. We have the F holes, that's where our sound comes out of. We have the tail piece, the fine tuners, the little tiny things, the fine tuners right here. And we have the end pin. Now we have some accessories that go with the cello. We have the cello bow. Now there are some parts of this we need to know as well. We have the tip. We have the shaft of the bow. That's the wooden part that goes from the tip all the way to the end. We have the hair of the bow. Never, ever, ever touch the hair of the bow because we have invisible oils on our hands. Even if you just wash them, your hands still have some oils. And if it gets on the hair, it's going to ruin the bow and not make any sound. We have the screw of the bow. This black part right here, we call it the frog. And then this little metal part right here, we call it the ferrule of the bow, F-E-R-R-U-L-E. Now the final thing that goes with the cello is the rock stop. And how you use this is you pull out the end pin so it's nice and long, you put this on the ground, and then you'll put the end pin in this so that your cello doesn't wiggle around. But we'll have a video showing you how to do that a little bit later. All right, I hope you learned the parts of the cello. Goodbye.